Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of the 2017 film Smurfs The Lost Village. So our main characters this movie are Smurfette, Hefty, Brainy, and Clumsy. So this is honestly the same plot as the Smurfs 2 movie, with Smurfette really not fitting in the Smurf village and having thoughts about, being a Smurf. I kind of think that, that's the bare bones of it. Her not really fitting in and finding some way to fit in. For the Smurfs 2, it was Hackus and Vexy with the Naughties. And for this one, it was the Smurf Village, female Smurf Village. I think that overall, Smurfs 2 handled it a lot better. Although this one had some good scenes that I did enjoy, and I'll talk about them. I'm not really a fan of the female Smurfs, because they don't really have character. Some of them have character, but they don't really. Even one-note Smurfs like Jokey Smurf or Greedy Smurf, you're like, they have character because their names tell you their character. These are like Smurf Blossom, Smurf Willow. There's like, cool, Smurf Flower. That's awesome. What's their character traits? Yeah. So Smurfette, Hefty, and Brainy and Clumsy all get captured by Gargamel, and they escape, and they actually accidentally reveal that there's a lost village, as Smurfette ended up claiming the hat of one of the female Smurfs. After sneaking, because they sneaked out, Papa grounds them, which is like so funny to actually see Papa actually be a Papa to them. Of course, they immediately sneak out again and try and find the village. While they're there, Gargamel is tracking him, and he's about to drown, and they save him. I'm just like, Brainy's like, don't do it. I'm with Brainy was so bloodthirsty this movie, and I'm all for it. That was awesome. But I agree with Brainy. After all the times that Gargamel has tried to annihilate your village, I'm not saving him. I'm sorry. I'm not. Also, I know it's like canonically always the Smurfs always have a crush on Smurfette, but it just kind of feels so weird because Smurfette sees these people as her brothers. So they get to the village and they meet the knockoff Smurfs, female Smurfs, and they don't really like the guys. And they're all kind of assholes to Smurfette and the guys. And they all blame Smurfette for bringing Gargamel here because Clumsy accidentally told... Well, he didn't really accidentally. He told one of the female Smurfs about Smurfette's creation because to Clumsy, her creation is part of her history, and her history is awesome because she was created to be evil, but she chose to be good. She chose that. For someone like Clumsy, who's known her all Smurfette's life, he thinks that's awesome. And he wants to share that knowledge, but they don't find that knowledge very awesome. So Papa comes in, and he immediately starts hitting on the female leader. I'm just like, all right, Papa, I see your moves. He's out here like, I haven't seen a female Smurf in 50 goddamn years. I'm making the move. Is there like a sorting system with the Sorks? Like, all right, this is the female Smurf. They go to the female Smurf village. Is there like a third secondary village? There's a third village. There's got to be, where they coexist and they create the Smurf babies, they create their Smurf babies in relationships, and every blue moon or something, they all step forward and sacrifice a child to seemingly protect their village and to the stork gods, but the stork gods just bring those babies to the other villagers or some shit. I need to know, like, how are... I'm too lazy to look it up. Like, in the comics or those old shows, or even the new one, do they give a statement for how Smurfs are created? Also, who's the oldest Smurf besides Papa? Like, who's the second one? Did Papa just rock up to the village a baby or some shit? Or was he just perpetually an old man? And who was the second one? Like, who... What was the Smurf that made Papa Smurf Papa Smurf? And before he was Papa Smurf, was he just like magic wizard Smurf? Bookkeeper Smurf? Anyway, so Smurfette comes out to rescue all the captured Smurfs by lying to Gargamel about joining him, where she proceeds to defeat him by absorbing his magic, which unfortunately kills her. So they all bring the clay form of Smurfette back to the village and lay her in a bed of flowers, and, you know, they hold hands. And she's resurrected. They don't really state how she's resurrected, but she is. And they all have a good celebration because, yeah. I don't really like that they didn't keep the continuity. I understand it's a reboot, but I kind of don't like that they didn't keep the continuity of the last two movies. I feel like they could have kept some of the characters, like Narrator Smurf. I mean, sure, with the story they were telling, they can't have Vexy and Hackus. But, like, Gutsy Smurf could have been there. Narrator Smurf is the perfect Smurf for a movie. And I don't think Tom Kane had retired at that point. I know he retired before he passed away. But I don't think he was retired in 2017. Because, yeah, he wasn't. I don't think so. So he could have came back. And this brings me to the next point. I don't like that they recast some of the people. And this, honestly, is not a big problem. It's just I went from watching the first two movies to this one, and it was jarring. I can forgive all the other ones, especially the Papa and Clumsy, because the actors who played Papa and Clumsy sadly passed away. But the dude who played Gargamel was perfect. You hit it. You got it. You didn't need to do shit. Just cast that motherfucker. He was the perfect guy. The perfect guy. Now, I'm not saying the person who they casted as Gargamel was bad. He was good. I just think the other guy did it better. I think this movie is better watched at a distance from the other movies. I decided to watch all three of the Smurf movies that were on Netflix. I think this movie would be a lot better, in my mind, if I had watched it a few months after the first two, as I wouldn't properly remember the voice actors. I could kind of throw away the plots. But, you know, I can't really do that on this one, so on this watch, I'm going to give it... I didn't really enjoy it that much. I don't know. None of the new characters really felt cool to me. I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.